Hi guys, this is Bhaskar. Very welcome to my YouTube channel. As a part of this video, we are going to cover about how to print the inverted rectangle triangle with numbers and alphabets both in ascending and descending order. So this logic would be similar to the previous things, only a minor change would be there. So let me explain you the logic. So basically, when I say when n is equal to 3, the size of the triangle, I want to print this in ascending order and descending order in this way. So let's see for that. Understand the logic behind it, how to achieve that. Basically, for ascending, we need when we say when n is equal to 3, we have this is for ascending 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and 1. For descending, same thing will be there. Sorry for the sketch. We get like 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, and 3. Okay. This pattern looks similar for the alphabets as well. The logic would be same. So how do we can achieve this is we are going to loop through two for loops here. So the first for loop should be will give us the value of I, like if we have 0, 1, 2, these are the temporary values in the for loops. So the outer for loop will loop through these three rows, and the inner for loop we have to loop uh, three values we need to print based on the value. So for outer loop we get these values. We get 0, 1, 2 if the size of the n is 3. Okay, so the inner loop, what we do, we loop through these values. Okay, we loop through these values through n minus I. Suppose these are stored in a temporary variable. We loop through n minus I. So this gives us 3 minus 0. The inner loop will be 3. So three values we can print there based on the whatever the values we are expecting here. Okay, let's see in the Python programming language how to design this pattern here. Okay, I have already opened this. We're printing the inverted rectangle triangle with numbers and alphabets in both in ascending and descending order. So this is the input. First line is nothing but I'm just getting the input from the users. So that value I'm storing it as n. Suppose the same value I'll be looping it through dynamically using the for loop. For I is equal to in range n. So when n is equal to 3, we get the values 0, 1, 2. So I'm going to take one more for loop here to loop through the values there for j in range of n minus I. I will be 0 first, and I will be increasing based on these values 0, 1, 2. So n will be 3, 2, 1. Okay. So to print that values, since we need the actual values here for the ascending order, print from j plus 1. Since j will start with 0, so we'll get j plus 1. So that one we want to append other digits in the same line, and to print the new line, we'll add one more print because the default delimiter for the end would be new line. So this should do the logic which we want to achieve here. Okay, so the first outer loop will be like 0, 1, 2, and the inner loop will be like n minus 1. So n will be 3. First 3 minus 0, 3, and the next loop will be 2, and the other one will be 1. So this is how we can print this the expected value. Okay. So for when we loop through this, we get these many values here. Three values in the first row, two values in the second row, and one value in the second in the last row. But the what value actual value will be replaced by like one. So since j is equal to 0, the one will be there first, and this internal loop will be repeating three times. So it increments the I value like to 0, 1, 2. So that's how we get these 1, 2, 3 values placed here. Okay. So the same logic will be working for. I'll copy the same code to work for the descending orders as well. Okay. So for the descending order, the only change would be there, instead of these values, instead of j plus 1, I would replace with n minus j, and everything would remain same. Okay. So same thing I'm going to do for alphabets as well. Let me copy this and paste it. So for the alphabet, I'm going to just change the value here to print by using the char functions. Char 65 gives us A, and 66B, so on. It goes and continues that. J gives us first letter will be A and B, C. So this is what the increasing order. So if you want a decreasing order, then we need to get the last alphabet like C for 67. Char 67 gives us C. So we need to replace that value with this. So let's copy that and then print it out in descending order. So in descending order, to print that, we use replace with 64 plus n minus j. N is 3 minus j is equal to 0. So here, if we assume that n is 3, we get 64 plus 3, 67. 67 is nothing but C. Next it will be 66, 65. Okay. So this will give us in the descending order. So let's try to run it and check this. Okay. So we take size of 3. So if you observe here, for this is ascending order, descending order, ascending and descending. So we're getting it properly. So let's increase the size of the pyramid, sorry, triangle, and see to 5. Okay. So we are getting the expected result here. Thank you for watching. Please do subscribe my YouTube channel.